Does this actually work? Can anybody hear me? Was that a wave? Did somebody wave? Yes, you can hear me. Marvellous. So the hold-up was there's a really, really big hole somewhere over there where I can't see it, and they were frightened that the brain gun carrier might fall down it. But I think it's still moving, so when it comes round, we'll see what's fallen off. We're here again. I polished up the tattoo on the inside of my eyelids. It says don't swear. I'll do my best. First vehicle round, Mark 1 Universal Carrier. It's a Canadian carrier. On the side of it, which has the workings of an SMLE, which was a First War pattern British infantry rifle. And the antenna's not for show. It does in fact have a 19 set in it.
And what's the 19 set?
19 set is a double radio. It's got two radios. I'm not a wireless tech, so I'm not going to try and pretend that I know all about them, but I do know one thing. Part of the 19 set now is on the same frequency as a modern emergency beacon, early taxi over your head, and people get across.
Right, so coming around in front again, the two desert colour ones, these are called ferrets. So they're a two-man scout vehicle, basically have a scout around, see if they can find the enemy. So the very first one, sort of going down the far side, is a Mark 1 because it's got no turret. But it was very exposed, and the commanders used to get a lot of bullets coming towards them, so they decided to put a turret on the top, called the Mark 2. They got a straight 6 Rolls-Royce engine, which is petrol. It will empty your wallet very, very quickly, but they're a lot of fun to drive. Now there's various different types, good old armies all over the world. They take common chassis and just bolt loads of bits and bobs to it, just to see whether it works or not. And the troops used to do it as well. And there you go. I'm going to hand you over to Alex for that one.
Okay, this is a Valentine tank, quite an early machine. But what makes this one interesting is it's a DD tank. So that stood for duplex drive. And if you look under the back of it, it's got a propeller like a boat. And the canvas all the way around the outside lifts up like a screen to above the height of the turret, which allows it to float. Now I don't know what a Valentine weighs, I'm guessing 25 tons or something like that, maybe not quite that much. But it will actually float like a boat. Quite lightly armoured, quite slow, not really a match for most of the German armour.
Would you like a little buzzbeat for your microphone?
Say again, eh?
Would you like a little buzzbeat for your microphone?
Bit of a buzzbeat.
We'll try to see if it fits. Right, so while he's having his buzzbeat fitted, again, so the ferrets. So, like I said, two-man crew, they had a nickname. They were called the two-man coffin. Because basically the commander that sits just behind the driver straddles the fuel tank. The fuel tank's right behind him. So if a round did penetrate, you can imagine the mess it was going to make. So the green vehicle with the 6 wheels is a Saracen. Now this is an armoured person. Oh no, sorry, it's not a Saracen, it's a Saladin. Oh, I was wrong. So this has got a 75mm gun on it. There's not many of these around anymore. A lot of them were scrapped. But a few years ago, probably about 20, 25 years ago, they were very popular with the film industry. They got around all over the world in many, many films, petrol engine, and basically these were used for sport. So they would hang back a little bit, so as the main body of troops went forward, they would use their 76mm gun to lay some cover fire down where we could smoke HE, try and take out some ship gun positions or anything like that. But quite weird to drive, but I'll come back to that when it comes back on the front again. At the moment, it's a CVRT, I think. I was going to say it was Simpson, I just can't remember. Bouncy. Really a lot of fun, they really, really are, as you can see. Now, Again, this has got the 4.2 Jaguar engine, which is basically the one out of the car, which they just armified it, armoured it a little bit. But they're very, very fast, very, very manoeuvrable. The three-man crew, so you had the driver, the commander and the gunner. Now they got a 30mm Radon cannon in the front, and again these were scout vehicles. So the CVRT stands for Combat Vehicle Reconnaissance Tracked. And that's exactly what they did. So these guys, again, would scout ahead. They could lay down some cover fire. And believe me, a 30mm round's really going to ruin you today. So, getting back to the ferrets and the Saladin. Now, the driving position on these is quite weird. And the gearbox is very, very weird. So they've got a pre-select gearbox. So if you imagine driving your car, you put your foot on the clutch, you change gear, you bring your foot off the clutch, and off you go a little bit quicker. Now with these ones, you select the gear first, then you put your foot down on the clutch and back up again, and it engages the gear. Now on the two little ferrets, the desert ones, if you got that wrong, there's a very large spring inside the gearbox. And you can get something called a forced neutral, which basically will throw the clutch pedal back up so quickly and so hard, there's nothing you can do about it, and there's a big nut on the steering wheel, and it just jams your kneecap right into that nut. So if you ever see a ferret driver get out of his ferret and limp away, you know he's messed up the gear change big time. Yes, I know, I've done it, and it really, really does hurt. So going back to the CVRT that's come around the front, these can go just as fast backwards as they can forwards. They can also do quite a good neutral turn. Oh, he says he doesn't know how to. Hang on, I'll tell him.
Right, so don't do get yourself about half rev, pull back on one of the pillars. Yeah, so make sure you're neutral right. Yeah? Half rev, pull back a little bit more rev. Yeah.
There we go. Ooh. Try the other way. Try the other tiller. There you go. You can see one track going forwards, one track going backwards. As he chokes on the dust. He says he feels sick now. That's his first neutral turn, but there you go. Brilliant, off you go. So, if they do get into trouble, they can turn around pretty quickly and go back in the other way. Now the commander at the same time, if they start getting fire and they need to withdraw rather than retreat, basically the gun will stay backwards to lay fire down while the driver just goes forwards. But they've also got capable reverse gear, let's say they have a forward reverse lever. So the driver can select the reverse lever and he can change gear as he's going backwards. A lot of fun. You can drive these on the road, you can take them up the pub, you can take them shopping. You can lock your expensive high heels in there when you bought them. Nobody's going to get into it because it's armoured. It's all good. But everything's in the arena today. You can buy and drive on the road. But there we go. Where have they all gone? I can't see them. They've gone. They've disappeared. Maybe they've fallen into the big hole we found.
Yeah.
It's a very slippery slope that you can buy and drive on the road.
We want to see it airborne, really, don't we? All the tracks are off the ground. Bouncy bounce. There we go. Very nice. So, the CVRTs. You can buy these for a really good one, maybe 20,000. Do yourself your H-track license and off you go. You're never going to get a clamp anymore. And again, so you might think that the tank has got two levers to steer it, but with the little carrier coming around the front, it's got a little steering wheel, which makes them horrendously
Yeah, it's interesting that. You turn it a little bit and it slows the tracks to one side, so it actually bends the tracks to make it go around the corner. And then if you turn it a bit more, it applies the brakes on that side, so you turn southerly, but you can't turn it.
You can if it's wet. If it's wet and muddy, yeah.
I've seen somebody take the tracks off the carrier trying to turn it to the side of the wet.
Yeah, that's when you walk away. Yeah, you're putting that back on.
Run away quickly, I'm going to the pub.
It always happens when there's a crowd watching, every time.
He's having fun, though. You can see he's got the biggest grin on the planet.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Well, there we go. Yes, as I was saying, so our next event, which is going to be at 11:15, is called Military Oddity. Because you've got the tanks, you've got the Land Rovers, all the guns, coffee actually, latte. Do you reckon they'll buy us a latte, Alex? Yeah, so next event, 11:15. I'll put it back on there.